love him?
I did.
Do you love him now?
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most infamous times modern movies and those connected to them were slapped with a lawsuit.
Oh, stop it.
Don't tell me to stop!
To make the list, the film must have been released in the last 10 years, from 2015 onwards. Number 10, the estate lawsuit, Top Gun Maverick. 36 years after the original smash hit, 2022 saw the release of Top Gun Maverick.
Just wave and smile. Just wave and smile.
While it dominated at the box office, behind the scenes, Paramount Pictures wasn't having a good time. After all, it was issued with a lawsuit from the estate of Ehud Yonai. He'd originally written an article in a magazine in 1983 on which the first film is based. However, while he's since passed away, Yonai's family believed the copyright had expired in 2020, and the rights reverted to them.
This would just sort of be basic blocking and tackling in terms of copyright. So I don't know how they could have overlooked something like that.
They also alleged Paramount knew this and had ignored it. However, the studio claimed production was completed before the 35-year copyright law expired. In 2024, a judge dismissed the suit.
Let's start running. Yeah, run.
Number 9, producer problem, The Deb. Based on the musical, Rebel Wilson made her film directing debut with 2024's The Deb. However, rather than celebrate this achievement, the film was upstaged by the drama behind the scenes before it was released.
Help us break down what on earth is going on here.
Well, she's angry and she's disappointed. Nobody is denying that.
Wilson dropped a video on Instagram criticizing some of its producers by claiming they blocked the production's viewing at the Toronto Film Festival, harassed the lead Charlotte McInnes, and embezzled money from its budget.
So to have the joy of the movie being selected is one thing, but then to have the business partners that are involved in that movie turn around and say that no, the movie can't premiere, is just beyond devastating.
Yikes. However, McInnes then issued a statement against Wilson's allegations.
Life is crazy hard with the daily limit on your credit card.
Regardless, this led to the producers issuing a defamation lawsuit against Wilson, who soon responded with a countersuit. In November 2024, Wilson attempted to get the producer's suit thrown out, but it wasn't successful.
She'll call you out, a full psycho Girl Scout.
Number 8, The Missing Actor, Yesterday. Have you ever watched the film's trailer, been inspired to watch it, and then felt the trailer was misleading?
So check out this scenario. If you don't like the movie after seeing the trailer, you might be able to sue.
Well, if so, you have something in common with Connor Wolf and Peter Rosa. 2019's Yesterday featured a trailer that had Cuban-Spanish actor Ana de Armas. However, her character was dropped from the final cut.
Really nice to meet you. I'm a big fan.
Nice meeting you. Me too.
Wow. Thanks.
Yet Wolf and Rosa based their online $3.99 rental of the movie on de Armas' involvement. In 2022, the duo issued a lawsuit against the movie's distributor, Universal Pictures, for $5 million.
Universal wants it all thrown out, but a judge has just decided that the suit can proceed, subject to the California false advertising law.
While the suit rocked the industry with fears that others could do the same, in 2023, a judge dismissed the case. In 2024, Wolf and Rosa settled with Universal for legal fees.
Something in the way she woos me.
Number 7, Not So Happy Copyright Day. Happy Death Day and Happy Death Day to You. The 2017 slasher comedy film Happy Death Day became a surprise hit at the box office.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Like a messed up Groundhog Day, it features the babyface killer wearing an unsettling infant-esque mask. Well, for the NBA team, the New Orleans Pelicans, that creepy mask seemed very familiar. Designed by Johnson Berticelli, King Cake Baby is the team's seasonal mascot.
It's the battle of the babies.
They're extremely, strikingly similar images.
Upon seeing the similar design in Happy Death Day and its sequel Happy Death Day to You, Berticelli issued a lawsuit against distributor Universal Pictures and production company Blumhouse Productions for copyright infringement.
The lawsuit outlines several photos to do a side-by-side comparison between both babies, looking at head shape, eye shape, and the mouth. There's also a photo to show what the King Cake Baby will look like with a hoodie on.
He sought half of the net proceeds from both films and 50% interest in all future distributions. In 2021, the case was settled out of court.
Rookie move, Tree.
Number 6, Roadhouse AI, Roadhouse. In 2023, the screen business was rocked when the SAG-AFTRA and WGA strikes took place.
Can I talk to you guys outside for a second?
I got some work to do.
Along with various issues, one concern was the use of artificial intelligence taking over from humans in production. Well, after the Roadhouse reboot in 2024, that issue seemingly came back into play.
This is why I warned you. You obviously stepped on someone's toes.
Shortly before its release on Amazon Prime, the screenwriter for the original 1989 version, R. Lance Hill, issued a suit against Amazon Studios and production company Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer Pictures. He claimed the film had violated copyright law and, to get around the SAG-AFTRA strike, to meet a deadline, had used AI to replicate actors' voices.
And whether they used AI or not, we don't have all the information from both sides of the story. So it's likely they potentially could have used AI as a rough cut, because if you look at the timeline, potentially the lead actors were actually on strike.
Amazon responded with a countersuit, claiming Hill knew he didn't have the rights to the franchise, as he was a work-for-hire employee.
This piano's out of tune.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Number 5. Supersuit, Superman. After Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster created the comic book character of Superman in 1938, the duo was locked in a constant lawsuit battle against DC Comics and Warner Brothers for copyrights to the characters.
Crypto. Home. Take me home.
Even after Siegel and Shuster passed away in 1996 and 1992 respectively, their estates have taken on the mission. With 2025 set to release the newest cinematic version of Superman, Shuster's estate issued a suit against Warner Brothers Discovery to block its distribution in some territories, claiming that international laws meant the rights to certain territories belonged to them.
This may settle before July, which is how a lot of these things go. Or it may continue in the courts, in which case it's very unlikely to be resolved by July.
WBD and DC have since requested the suit be dismissed, citing their belief this issue had already been resolved in their long legal history. Number 4. Bucky Moana, Moana and Moana 2. When 2016's Moana dropped, many liked the original approach Disney took.
Maui, shapeshifter, demigod of the wind and sea, I am Moana.
Hero of men.
What?
It's actually Maui, shapeshifter, demigod of the wind and sea, hero of men.
But not Buck Woodall. After all, he claims he made a script and trailer in the 2000s called Bucky, which followed a Polynesian teen defying parental expectations and going on a voyage.
Their boat is turning into more boats!
He'd shown the project to Jerry Marchick, the former Mandeville Films director of development, who had a first-look deal with Disney. In 2020, Woodall tried to sue those involved previously. It was dismissed due to exceeding the statute of limitations on copyright. Well, with Moana 2, Woodall issued a copyright claim requesting $10 billion in damages, plus 2.5% of the film's future revenue and related products.
The lawsuit points to similarities, including the Polynesian belief of ancestors manifested as animals, the protagonist's journey starting with a turtle, and a demigod with a giant hook and tattoos.
However, the trial's jury sided with Disney.
There's no need to pray, it's okay, you're welcome. Ha! I guess it's just my way of being me.
Number 3. Streaming suit, Black Widow. With 2021's Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson was probably hoping for an emotional farewell to the character she'd portrayed for over a decade.
I know you're still in there, and I'm not gonna leave you.
Well, she did get that, although anger and betrayal weren't the emotions she was probably looking for. Due to the pandemic, Black Widow's release was delayed several times. However, while being shown in cinemas, it also went to the streaming service Disney+. This sparked Johansson to sue the company, as her contract stated the release would be in cinemas only and she would get a hefty portion of its box office.
The lawsuit filed Thursday says, with the bulk of Ms. Johansson's compensation being tied to box office receipts, Disney knew that the cannibalization of such receipts by Disney Plus would save Marvel, and by extension Disney, very large amounts of money that it would otherwise owe Ms. Johansson.
In her view, the streaming decision would slash her potential earnings. A couple of months later, the suit was settled, with Johansson reportedly getting $40 million.
I don't want to hurt you. You don't want to hurt me.
Number 2. The Stunt Woman suit, Resident Evil: The Final Chapter. Stunt performers are the backbone of the film industry. One such person is Olivia Jackson. In 2015, she was performing a last-minute motorbike stunt in bad weather, filling in for star Mila Jovovich on Resident Evil: The Final Chapter. However, when a camera crane failed to move, Jackson crashed into it. The South African suffered many horrible injuries, and it was touch and go whether she'd pull through. Thankfully, Jackson did. However, due to the severity of the injury to her left arm, it had to be amputated.
And she suffered numerous other injuries, including spinal fractures and brain bleeds.
In 2019, Jackson sued the film's producers for prioritizing cost-cutting over cast and crew safety, as well as misleading her on the coverage and the production's insurance. In 2020, she won the case in a South African court.
Now she and her attorneys are calling for change in Hollywood, hoping her loss will prevent others from experiencing tragedy.
I'd love to make everybody aware of these situations like this, so that they can take better care of themselves again, so that it doesn't happen again.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, the chaotic lawsuit. It ends with us. No film's release has been as vastly overshadowed by what went on behind the scenes as 2024's It Ends With Us.
You fell down the stairs.
Shortly after its debut, director-actor Justin Baldoni was missing from events as reports stated there was a rift between him and co-star Blake Lively.
I don't want to.
Read it.
There were claims Baldoni had body-shamed Lively and committed several misconduct actions. With these reports, the director hired a PR crisis team to cope with the scandal. Several months after the film's release, Lively issued a legal complaint against Baldoni for harassment, as she claimed he was behind a campaign to discredit her. This led to her suing Baldoni in 2025.
I think that it is a classic example of workplace harassment that goes unchecked, particularly with the level of power that Baldoni had as in his role as not only lead actor, but also as a producer on the film, a director, and also a co-chairman and co-founder of the studio that was directly involved with the film.
The director fired back with a countersuit, requesting $400 million from Lively and her husband, Ryan Reynolds. Like the Yesterday fans, if you could sue any film for a misleading trailer, which production would you pick? Let us know below.
I don't know. I don't know.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.